Childhood. It was such an adventure then. I mean, even playing in a back garden or over a bit of wasteland, it was such a big adventure then. It was like exploring the Amazon or the Rocky Mountains, anything.
Sure you can manage that, Gwen?
Yeah, manage.
I had a fascination for building sites. I used to start bulldozers up and things like that and set things on fire and explore old houses and nick barges and everything, playing the sanatorium.
What you carrying?
Could you?
Yeah,
Put his hand to this. Something his hand with it.
I used to always look for old houses and always exploring, going down old cellars. It was like curiosity, really. There was always that danger element of what was in there, waiting in that dark cellar. Or would the police catch us? Or
the things that kids find interesting, the ones that sprout from their imagination and their fears.
Yeah.
So? Grab it. No, grab it. I ain't grabbing it. Put it in the couch. Stick it in your couch. Pass it there. Pass it. Come on. Right there. Oh, my life. What's he like?
Yeah, brush his teeth much, does he?
Yeah, look.
When I was extremely mischievous, I got up to everything. And I was the scourge of parents because I always used to get into trouble and stuff. They always used to tell me, you can't play with him. And I was never allowed in their houses and that. It was all an adventure. But then it all tense, I was drunk one day and I went running round the Asda making a fool of myself, and I ended up coming out with a brown independent for some inane reason.
Hey, you! Hold it! Come on. That bastard will never catch you. Oh, no, boy. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, it's... Any fucking gun! Any fucking gun! Let go. Go in the place.
Then I saw this copper car coming down the bank, so I just sat down. And he says, "You sure this is him?" And I just got in the police car and says, "Come on then, take me away." Just had enough of all bother. And I went to court and it just sent me down 3 months.
Harper! Stand there. Listen carefully, everything I ask you. Answer yes or no. And if I say anything wrong, let me know straight away so that we get the facts correct.
Yes, sir.
Your name is Paul Harper. You're aged 20. Born the 2nd of the 3rd, 1965. Church of England by religion. Unemployed by profession, is that true?
Yes, sir.
What's the colour of your eyes?
Brown, sir.
Have you got to go back to court in the future for any other offences?
No, sir.
Have you got any glass eyes, false teeth?
No, sir.
Anything that if you jump up and down will fall off?
Eyes! Front! Parade will move to the right. Right, turn. Stand at ease. Keep still, keep quiet.
As soon as you come into Watton, whether you're good or you're rotten, in for burglary, assault or deception, you leave yourself behind, in reception. They put your individuality in a box, then cut off your locks, Watton style. Give you Watton pants, Watton socks, none like the ones in your box. Then they lead you down a corridor and into a hall, full of noise and Watton boys, who pop questions like, what you in for, where you from, what's your name? They'll walk the same, eat the same, dress the same, and even fart the same. This place drives me insane.
So what you been doing then?
Not a lot. Nah, got a gate pass today.
Honest?
I've been outside, painting windows. And looking across the fields and farms, wondering whether to leg it or not.
Don't be stupid.
Nah, I'm only joking. I found a pear tree. I had a feast, I tell you. I must have scoffed at least 20 pears.
You'll have a bad stomach.
I doubted it's coping with a swelling here. It's bad enough.
Not long to get out.
Nah. 4 weeks, 3 days. All in Watton terms. 4 weeks, 2 days and a day and a break. Seems like a fucking lifetime. Never mind. What you been doing anyway? Been out much?
Been out with Karen most of the time. Into 19s in the starting gate. I was thinking about going tonight.
I think I'll have a quiet night in myself.
Hey, what's your mate doing in the toilets? He's been in there for half an hour now. Oh, I don't know. I hope you ain't up to anything in there. I want him out now. If you ain't out in 5 minutes, you're all out. Get him out now. You took your time. Where you been? The bogs. That bloke was going to throw us out if you didn't come back. I'm back now. I was saying down into worry, dear.
How come he took so long?
I wore that long.
What was he doing in there?
Do you think I was doing in there?
How you feeling, mate? Good gear, is it?
I'm alright.
You don't look it.
Tired, that's all. Think I'll get my head down for an hour.
He doesn't look very well, does he?
Does he ever?
Junkies never do look very healthy, though, do they?
What are you on about?
Oh, come on, don't you know what he's been doing in there? He's been on drugs. Good God, how thick can you get?
He can count it.
Yeah, picture a good health he's positively investing with life.
He's just having a kid.
Ryan, get up.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. He ain't moving, though.
He's messing you about, isn't he?
I don't think so.
Brian, stop messing about now. Come on. Come on, get up. Come on.
Shit, something's up here. He's not coming round. Shit, man, what's going on?
I don't know.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know. Maybe he's having over there.
What's going on? Oh, I've told you, no sleeping in
He's
there.
not very well.
What's he doing in that state?
He's fell and banged his head.
Why some customers come in, what would they say?
I don't give a shit about your customers. What about him?
Fetch some water and throw it on him quick.
Who's going to clean it up?
I think we better get him an ambulance. Somebody go phone, right?
No.
What do you want an ambulance for? He's only banged his bloody head.
Go and get some water.
Yeah, good idea.
Don't just sit there, do something. Can't leave now.
I found for an ambulance on its way. Who is he?
Not too good. Oh shit, what are we gonna do?
He stopped breathing, look.
Oh shit! Come on. Come on.
There's nothing you can do, mate. Come on.
Derelict. That's what it looks like. I mean, if you drive through Darlaston, the first things you'll see as you enter the town are derelict factories, waste grounds where factories used to be.
It's called the Black Country because there was such a lot of industry and a lot of smoke. There was like a big coal mining industry at one time, and it was mainly the steel trade, and around Darlaston in particular it was a big nut and bolt trade.
When I was a child, when I was little, in the morning, dinner time, the evening, you used to hear the bells go, the hooters, for the factories, and the town would be full of men. I mean, now, there's nobody. There's no women, no children, no men.
I'd like to see it all bulldozed down. Let's see some fields for a change. Because it just hasn't worked.
I miss the busyness and like the humming of the factories at night when you're in bed. I miss it anyway because I was like brought up on hearing that.
Looks like a bomb's dropped. There's nothing anymore. There's no sign of anything either. There's no sign of any jobs on the horizon for people. Just schemes.
Used to be Richards's, Martin Wynne's,
Yes,
Gaines, the Watsonberries, the Boneyard.
Why was it called the Boneyard? Did they used to make that bone glue or something like that?
Yeah, they called it the Boneyard because the money that they paid for the job, you could only buy bones with it. The same as they used to call, they used to call Richards's, they used to call that Woolworths. Because at Woolworths then there was nothing over a tanner. And there was robbery and ruin.
You know when about robbery and ruin?
Barry Owens, that was robbery and ruin, would it?
That's great.
Now, the conditions was really atrocious in them days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really atrocious. You got no, there was no safety rules.
Edinburgh.
You just put an Edinburgh around your waist when you was working.
And on your feet, to stop the slaughter you were getting
There was no gloves, no protective clothing at all.
Well, I was saying that one girl had a right off. I bent down to pick some wake up out of the automatic machines like that, and I got lovely long hair. And as I bent down, it catched out of it. But they made me wear that saft, like net saft.
The union started around about 1938, but if you was found out to be a member, it was a sack. Instant sack, instant dismissal.
Like subversive.
There's factories now where there's no union.
My dad works in one where there's no union.
WGL and Wednesbury, there's no union.
That's the worst thing.
So whose fault was it? Whose fault was it that it's all...
Well, they was all interested in profit and not banging it back into the development.
Personal greed and ambition.
Who's greed? Is it the bosses?
The
bosses'
Or is it the workers'
It had got to be the bosses, shareholders, wouldn't it? They were having the profits, not the workers.
At FA's Lloyd, at open day at Lloyd, and
all the families could go and have
any of the families could go around. Well, anyway, friends and families could go around the foundries and the machine shop and the pattern shop and that. But there used to be a good horticultural show. But the trouble was, most of the people who was winning the prizes weren't growing the stuff.
That's a bit lovely.
It's right. There was a fella I knew who bought all this stuff off the police, Darlaston police. Went up Darlaston police station after that day show. He bought nearly all the stuff, all the produce from the Darlaston police station show. Took it down to Lloyd's and won all the prizes, and he had the cup.
It's okay saying, like the elderly people, we made the most of it. Fair enough, they made the most of it. What about the next generation? What are they going to make the most of? The main thing I see from our bedroom window, which I look at now and then, is the police rioting, like, to keep civil disorder. You know, waiting for the slightest crack, training men with shields, Roman-style shields and big sticks called truncheons, training to actually eat people with these things and
trying to beat down any resistance.
Any protest, any resistance. I was reading a piece in the paper once, Steve showed it me, and it was this chief inspector that resigned, and his reason was he saw innocent young men being turned into Nazi stormtroopers. And you look out my bedroom window, you see them Nazi stormtroopers. It's like Steve says, this is the thinking generation. And either something will be done, or else there'll be a lot of lobotomies about.
See, what's got to be seen is they've got to help us or lock us up. And they'd rather lock us up than help us.
Childhood. It was such an adventure then. I mean, even playing in a back garden or over a bit of wasteland, it was such a big adventure then. It was like exploring the Amazon or the Rocky Mountains, anything.
Sure you can manage that, Gwen?
Yeah, manage.
I had a fascination for building sites. I used to start bulldozers up and things like that.
Grab it. No, grab it. I ain't grabbing it. Put it in the coat. Stick it in your coat.
Pass it there. Pass it. Come on. Right there. Oh my life. What's he like? Now brush his teeth much, does he? Yeah, look.
When I was extremely mischievous, I got up to everything. And I was the scourge of parents because I always used to get into trouble and stuff. They always used to tell me and set things on fire and explore old houses and nick barges and everything, play in the sanatorium.
What you carrying?
Can't you?
Yeah,
Lick his hand to this. Lick his hand with it.
I used to always look for old houses and always exploring, going down old cellars. It was like curiosity, really. There was always that danger element of what was in there, waiting in that dark cellar. Or would the police catch us? Or
the things that kids find interesting, the ones that sprout from their imagination and their fears.
Yeah.
Come on. That bastard will never catch you. Oh, no, boy. Come on, man. Come on. Any fucking gun! Any fucking gun! Ah, let him go. Go in the place.
Then I saw this copper car coming down the bank, so I just sat down. And he says, "You sure this is him?" And I just got in the police car and says, "Come on then, take me away." Just had enough, I won't bother. And I went to court and he just sent me down. For him, you can't play with him. And I was never allowed in their houses and that. It was all an adventure. But then it's all tense, so I was drunk one day and I went running round the Asda making a fool of myself, and I ended up coming out with a brown independent for some inane reason.
Hey, you! Hold it! Come on.